Now, if you watch my parables on a regular basis, you know all about Steve and Jerry, officers Steve and Jerry. Jerry's the rookie, and Steve is showing him the ropes and took him over to, oh, I'm Melton, son of a carpenter. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. I'm Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables. I also get to do a little genetic carpentry, and I got my sunglasses on. I'm going to be going down the street to a doctor. I don't know why I still go. I'm not going to the Adventist cult ones. Show me that character too much, as well as the corrupt, cowardly cops of California. Remember, all good cops across America very seriously put their numbers on the backs of these fives and hand them out. Tell you citizens to call them up. You citizens come out here to vacation. Tourist destination. You want to be safe, and yes, you want to be a part of building a better world. Oh, let me get off into that. What's boring to a lot of people. When you can't reach me to tell me what you believe, it doesn't have to be what you hear in church, guys. You don't even have to go to church. You can't ask me what I mean by those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness with. You can't do that. Jesus is an immaculate house. You can call it an opportunity house if you want. It's an opportunity for a lot of good people. Good, honest people to build a better world. But there will be a test at the end, so it is Jesus' immaculate house. They come out here to meet me, they meet the dirty blue line of California, giving your clean blue line a bad name. So you come out here as your citizens, as your college students, as your churchgoers, and you do your things of California's crooked, cowardly, corrupt. Use your own seed. If they're an active part in America's hijack lifelines, obviously they're cowardly, corrupt. The fives have the numbers on the backs of them, and you call them up where they work, their cell phones, their landlines. You call them up and you ask them, what do you know about John Melton Brady? Me, handsome bald guy, man of truth. What do you know about him? Very seriously, asking for 93 checks for 9 years and not getting one. Checks of America's lifelines. And yes, no 93 check mail about those checks of America's lifelines. No certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS, no uncertified mail. 241. What do you know about that? If they don't know what a 93 check is, you can tell them to go to christcomplexlinks.blogspot.com, where they're going to find links to my YouTubes over the years that have plenty of them. Call me right now. Check your family's lifeline. Not one yet? Go to youtube.com/DNFD series. I think you can get to it through Christ Complex Links, which you can also find the links to all of these things. Oh, that's my eye. One more brown eye from, closer to a decade ago. You go to that site and you can find Melton's call log videos And that's what it gets down to. When you make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines, you got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed, and those worried enough about you documented that, worried enough about you calling me up to find out about those 93 checks. They alter phone records to cover up the crime of hijacking a call to me. Yes, you got video proof, you got the time on your phone, you got the number dialed. You don't show up on my end, you got to check to see if you show up on your own. I do that and hand out those files with or without the corrupt cops of California. I haven't talked to one of them about those 93 checks in 9 years. And I happen to know they got plenty of impersonators of yours truly showing their active participation in America's Hijack Lifelines. With or without calling them, you can check your lifeline for trying to call me. Make that video, post that video. We the people must be the reporters. You can call me up, try to, in front of network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. Do that. That's your family's lifeline. Gets the firemen, police, and paramedics. Good police. To your house when your family needs them. It's not working out because you're a real Christian, perhaps, or you're in the wrong political party, you go to the wrong church. It doesn't matter what reason. I say all the time, it's going to be boring what you get when you try to call me. A phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. Get to leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID. It's going to be something boring. It's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, the police, paramedics. So you make that video and post that video. We the people must be the reporters. Doesn't matter what show they're putting on the evening news. Have those big screen, big five check and post get-togethers at church, at work, at school. You got one big screen TV with 9/11 footage. You got the other big screen TV. Anything that the buffoon Trump has done or is doing. He's comic relief after they place someone named Hussein, a religious, a Muslim name, in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. Didn't look right, wasn't right. We don't go by names, yes. But you not reaching me for 9 years, 8 years during that, if you can call it an administration. Not reaching me once, yeah, that's America's Hijack Lifelines. Well, they're putting on a show on the evening news. Now, I'm putting on a little bit of a show, but I got my sunglasses on this morning. I'm going to be going outside. Oh, I got my hat. You see a handsome bald guy with a hat on. It's hard to tell I'm handsome. I mean, I'm bald. Because of the hat, but yeah, I don't like the sun. Now let me get back to my story. I've told you what to do. You know how to check and post a five. You know how to write numbers on the backs of fives, and when they change their numbers, you put new ones. They're active participants out here in California. If they don't know what a 93 check is, the cops, the officials, mayors, governors, senators, they don't know what one is. You tell them to go to ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. All those links to Flight 93 checks over the years. And then you ask them, well, does that mean you're involved or you're incompetent? Because I know about it in my state. And you are a public servant in your own, and you don't know about it. That seems kind of odd to me. Are you involved or are you incompetent? Now let me finish with that story, because it's kind of long. It's longer than my minute. Or I might be able to put in a minute parable when they're being over the top, as they were about a half hour ago. The spectrum of folks next door also participate in America's Hijack Lifelines quite often with hatred noise. So Jerry and Steve are dirty from head to foot, and they're doing some drugs in Steve's living room. Almost dropped it. doing some drugs in Steve's living room. And, oh, remember, this is my fun fictional part to get your attention, get you to pick up the phone. Now, this stuff, that's very real. Sawtoss, see it there? Is that work? Is that the one with Donald? Yeah, it's got Donald, but it used to have, and another version has, of course, Hussein. And back to my funny stuff. Dirty from head to toe and doing the drugs, and the jury says, well, what do we do now? But first he says, man, is that crawl space of yours small? And Steve goes, yeah, well, that's the way it goes. You got a basement and a crawl space. Usually the crawl space isn't that big. They had, as you know, Steve breaking in the rookie, took him to his house and had somebody downstairs. Turned out he was just a citizen who they didn't like. He was too talkative, so Steve took him, put him in his basement, and invited Jerry the rookie over and said, here's your stress reliever. When listening to those citizens whine all day gets to you, you come down here and they take out the nightsticks, and first they make sure nobody's got a camera on them. Someone made a mistake up top on the streets with that, and it caused everybody some trouble, so they put it all in the basement. And it turns out, yes, they were a little too rough on the citizen in the basement, and had to put him in the crawl space. And Jerry goes, well, what do we do now? And Steve goes, well, we could wait. You have to pick your time because they got the cameras everywhere nowadays. But we could just wait for that, or we could just go to Skid Row and pick up another one. I'll get one for you this time. You do have a basement. And Steve goes, oh yeah, I got a basement. Oh, the things I saw, yeah, homeless because of religious censorship, lifeline censorship. This is my gate's livelihood I'm showing to you. I should be making money designing graphic art, but for, yes, California's corrupt, cowardly cops taking an active part in America's hijacked lifelines and your gate's livelihood, because you can't reach me. Yes, it's boring. Not going to be boring. If you need the firemen and police paramedics, but it's also money out of your pocketbook. When you can't reach me, handsome bald guy with the sunglasses. Oh, look at me. You can't reach me. It's boring. Phone ring, ever miss a business signal? Next time you get that with 1,000 countless other customers. Yeah, that's your Gates livelihood, so Gates and the computer industry. Microsoft, that literally broke a computer being an active part in America's hijacked lifeline. So that Walmart doesn't want to print out big fives with military mottos, but they print out the devil's photos all the time, but they don't want to print out imagery of truth about America's hijacked lifelines. They've outgrown America's values. So there's another whole big set of numbers you can put on the back of the fives. Now, yeah, let me tie up my fun fiction stuff with the serious stuff. Yeah, you're someone in another state who can't reach me because you're a real Christian, perhaps, or you're in the wrong political party, you're not the big name in your business. If that same stuff that's not going to show up if you call in the emergency numbers on the call log, when that happens, when you need the firemen, police, paramedics, yeah, California's crooked, cowardly cops, among many others, Microsoft and CSL Market, can reach me by phone. You know what these guys know, so that your phone will work all the time. When your phone's not allowed to work, in those circumstances? Yeah, you are. That guy from Skid Row in Jerry's and Steve's basement. Uh-oh, cops buzzing the place. Helicopter. Wonder what hell the stupidity they're gonna have now. They like to take credit. Place doesn't have heat. It has heat. It's got it down in the manager's office, and the manager's not doing anything. Supervisor of the manager's not doing anything. Enrique Vergara's the supervisor. He got promoted by taking part in that America's Hijack Lifelines right here at T Terrace. It doesn't have heat, hadn't had heat since they got here. I've told them about it. They won't do anything about it. I had to buy my own heater, and it got there before Christmas, before the weekend. The postal carrier did not want to deliver it, or didn't deliver it because of participation in America's Hijack Lifelines. I put the note in the mailbox downstairs. Didn't come up, knock on the door. I'm right in front of it. There's no way to do that. I'm here all day. And yes, when he finally did, arrogant and reminded me of my demon sister taking an active part in America's Hijack Life. And when he finally delivered it, was very arrogant about it. We can't deliver packages, this, that, the other. There's that helicopter, police helicopter, nice shiny new one, white and black, right over his shoulder. So yes, there's a reason the handsome bald guy, son of a garden Mary, Stone Cold Melton's the nickname. Son of Carpenter Mary is my parentage. There's a reason I'm telling you to put the numbers of corrupt, cowardly California cops on the backs of the files. Oh, as I always say, good folks aren't going to have a problem with you demonstrating America's Hijack Lifelines, even via speakerphone. Bad ones are going to get angry. They're going to have a story to tell. Oh hell, if they want, they can just turn their phones off when they don't want to be disturbed by truth. But that will tell us all something. Remember to call the Mormons. The devil insists that they spend 3 hours each Sunday worshiping him and his lies. So put the numbers of those Utah temples and other temples, churches, on those phones. And check and post and five with them. They've been a very active part, same with my sister, for a long time. Check and post and pop, come see me in person, tear down this wall. When you see someone other than me, my changing eyes in the cemetery, yes, that's the Great Wall of China around me. It also places someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world. We need to tear it down. Let's do that. Let's roll. Make those Flight 93 check calls. Make the videos of them. Post them. Come see me. When you see someone other than me, my changing eyes right here. Yeah, we start building. Be a part of that. I'll be a video pioneer as well. Not just with the check and post and fives, but make those videos only you can make. Post them. Hand them to your friends.